All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Inside. Over.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete to open things up.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Hang
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a giant. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Rodgers again now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Graham displaying the strength, and he finds Jimmy Graham. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Let's go, come on. Tally, on left, tally. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Absolutely. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, check 26. Jump out. Look at this.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And Crosby puts it through, and that will make our score 9-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
81. What's this, son? 52, great.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
82.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That's fine, yeah. Zoom.
Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go. 120. 82.
On second down, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go. Here we go. 180!
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here, sit.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here, sit. Black, come on.
91 is the...
Gray 15. Gray 15.
To throw is Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
57, 57.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
To throw is Rodgers. On 1st down. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, where y'all going?
Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Braxton Berrios in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers are pouring it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but then may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run with Ajayi. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This is Ajayi. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Wentz now to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sunday! What's on? Shift!
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Liz 5-7. Great 15. Great 15.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And he's got some space here. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Black.
91 is the Mike.
Great 15. Great 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort, making the catch despite the pass interference? Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Fort Tokyo.
Slam. Mike's 50. Mike's
82.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time win right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
There we go. Back. 120.
Now it's Ajayi. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
This 5-2. Check 4. Sunday. Check. Great.
Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Box it. Oko, over here. Switch. That's fine, yeah.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's fine, yeah. No. Oko, over here.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing is Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
319!
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. On 1st down, Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
319!
And again, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had a share of troubles in this one.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Check Mike.
Great.
Hey, check Mike 15. Mike is 15. Check Mike 15.
Now Wentz. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Run.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, come on, up.
81.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Grade 15.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Tyson.
Again, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle.
Zoom.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
319. 258. 258 to none. Jumbo. Hey, check 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. No.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Throwing is Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Richards. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
81.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now, Wentz again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And they'll run it here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And an alley to run. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
319.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Over here. Hey, 626. Jump out.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Green 18.
And they'll go on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home.